Hi guys, French Per here. And today I've got you something amazing, something that will make you laugh for about a good 15 minutes, honestly. You have to, it's a must watch, okay? So, basically, thegamer.net. Um, so, okay, so Saber does not have an official tier list themselves, obviously, but if you go on Google and you write Everyday the Game tier list, this is what you will find, okay? So this is the closest thing to an official tier list you will ever get. This is what a new player will see if he tries to know, what characters he should play, okay? Just to give you the context. So bam, 15 characters. That's basically a top 15, okay? Just show you it quick. Um, Top 15. See number 15. Well, Kelly, you will see this tier list is just fucking amazing. Just put it this way. So, at first, let's start with tips. So, if you haven't yet settled on a character that works best for you, take a look at this list to see which ones have the most to offer during a match. So, lower ranked characters can be effective for the right player, but generally, the easier it is to win with a character, the higher their rank will be. So, if you are new to the game, you should absolutely check this list and play the characters that are in the top 5 because they're the best and you can win with them, okay? Whatever, honestly. You will see why this is just mind blowing. So, Kelly Maxwell Hunter, number 15. So, the worst survivor that exists in the game, okay? In their opinion. So, Kelly is apparently, Hunter. There is a picture of the real character, which is quite cool. So, Kelly is terrible. So they say, we really wanted to give the mouthy Michigander a chance to shine. But her underwhelming abilities just don't make the cut. Her action ability is okay, allowing her to dodge without spending stamina, so yeah, it's okay, and causing her bleeding effects, but leveling up doesn't do much for her. Kelly specializes in melee with the meat hammer, but there are enough better weapons that unless she finds an epic or legendary, she's better off sticking with something else. Her counter shot requires being able to dodge effectively and return fire, which isn't always easy to do. Yeah, dodging is hard, guys. Dodging is very hard. Okay, let's just read it first. Battle Frenzy, which increases her melee damage the longer she's in combat, is a neat power, but giving it to a hunter, a class that focuses on ranged attacks, is an odd choice. But I agree. Okay, wait. So let's just go back to that. So basically, so the ability to dodge forever is just okay. Yeah, not good. Bleeding is just okay, even though you can pretty much do like fucking 500 or 600 bleeding damage, which honestly I don't think the guy who made the article would know because I don't think he played Kelly once in his life, but it's my opinion, yeah? Then the rest. Kelly specializes in melee with the meat hammer, but there are enough better weapons. Okay, guys, so basically, the meat hammer that she has a mastery with, it's like a mini sledge, okay? And because she has a mastery, it becomes better than the sledge. So the sledge in Evil Dead, guys, apparently sucks. The meat hammer sucks. Balance bar is not good, guys, okay? Anything is better, as they say. Alright? So, um, I don't know. I mean, maybe this guy. Okay, let's just keep going. So, okay, that's the most funny though. The counter shot requires being able to dodge effectively and return fire. So basically, dodging is hard, okay? Well, once if you don't know, guys, you just have to press dodge. That's what dodging effectively is. So, guys, pressing dodge is very tough, okay? So it's not reliable. It's very hard to press the button dodge, and then I don't know what. Yeah, it's hard. And pressing fire, like shooting is also quite difficult. So this ability is not very effective because it's tough to do, okay? I mean, hey, that's why she's top 15 apparently. Okay, now Scotty. I am sure a lot of you agree with this already, So Scotty, number 14. So Scotty not just being the worst warrior apparently, but the second worst character in the game. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry, but this is, the most legit tier list out there, and that's what it says. So Scotty is an okay warrior, but the other servers in his class do it better, okay? Every other warrior is better than Scotty. With a two-handed weapon, he can deal impressive damage, especially once he unlocks Weapon Master Lumberjack Axe, which buffs the stronger melee weapon in the game. I'm not sure why they say that he can do well with a two-handed melee weapon, because he doesn't have any specialization in that, so maybe that guy didn't really read the Scotty description, really carefully. Just, just a thought. So, the strongest melee weapon in the game, so they acknowledge that, it's great. But that's about all he's got going for him. His AoE attack is nice, but there are plenty of other ways to kill bad guys. So basically they use the word nice to say it looks nice, it's shiny but it's useless. So the crowd control ability of Scotty, when you get a heavy melee attack and everything else around gets damaged, it looks nice but it's not useful, okay? That's right there, guys. Scotty, not a good character at all, yeah? I mean, from what I read here, if I was a new player, I would not play him, yeah? So outside of being a solid damage dealer, Scotty just doesn't add anything to the team. Yeah, I mean, they forgot about the fear value, he can raise fear by hitting, killing enemies, but, as I said, I really don't think he read the description of this character well. So Pablo, even in this tier list, it's like Pablo in every possible and existing tier list is in like the top 5 worst characters, even in this one. So what do we have to say this time? Pablo Bolivar. Pablo has several cool abilities, okay, around amulets and cheers, but he needs the right team to be effective. He works well in a warrior heavy group that can make the most use of his amulets, but otherwise the support slot is better filled with Ash or Cheryl. Wise words, pretty much those are good points actually, this time. If you do build a team around Pablo, know that he's a character who is most able to safely be alone. He's infernal. Just keep your fear under control until you can rejoin the group. Well, this guy doesn't know that if your fear is maxed out but you have a shield, you can't be seen on the map. Maybe he just didn't pay Pablo ever. Maybe, he made a tier list, so he must have played the game, right? I think, yeah. Anyways. Oh, okay, yeah. That one, I am sure that the whole community completely agrees. Especially the demon mains that do play against Hunter Ash. So, Hunter Ash, 12. So, one of the worst survivors in the game, okay? Do not play him. I mean, that's what this list suggests. So, what are the reasons, I want to know? Until he levels up to the point where he starts the match with a double barrel, Ash Hunter persona is extremely situational. His exorcism ability can make all the difference against the puppeteer, but against the warlord or the necromancer, it won't do much if the demon refrains from possession. Damn, I did not think about this, guys. If the demon sucks and doesn't possess units, Antosh is useless. Yeah, okay, that's a bad character, right? I mean, like, yeah. I mean, you tell me, guys, it's. I mean, when you think about it, it's a pretty solid argument. It's good against possession, but if you don't possess, it's not good. But okay, let's just keep going. This one, and yeah, mind blowing. So still having exorcism available when a teammate comes under demonic influence can save a match. Like, good point, Mia with a machete, classical example. Or should I say a bad Mia with a machete, okay? Because a good Mia is not really a threat. So if you don't mind losing out on better action abilities, Ash later perks make up for it eventually. Yeah. So he's kind of okay, but kind of sucks, I guess. Yeah, you tell me your opinion, guys. Do you agree? Entourage, number 12, didn't even make the top 10, yeah? David Allen, leader. Wait, did I read this correctly? Wait. This says Hunter, right? Well, okay, so, well, anyways, David, he's a leader, okay? I didn't know. I played the game for a while, but I thought he was a healer, but nah, he's a leader, yeah? Yeah, he's a leader, yeah? Whatever. Wait, no. David is a situational support. Huh? Okay, well, I guess the guy didn't really pay much attention, you know, not important, right? The title don't matter. So, he is best against the property or any demon player who relies on possession as their main strategy. Yeah, well, again, if you don't possess in this game, guys, you are going to win. You basically counter half of the survivor character's abilities. That's how you win your games, you know. Yeah, good tip for demons, right? He functions similarly to Ash support persona, reducing the fear of nearby allies when his active ability is triggered. Where David differs is that his aura increases the possession cost of anyone, including deadites nearby. This means that the demon can't stay in control for long, giving the survivors extra room to breathe during tense encounters. Wait, that's it? Oh, come on, dude, you could have at least write about half of what he can do. The damage reduction, how good it is against Plaguebringer, which was released closely. Well, I mean, this guy doesn't even really know that it's a support, so he says leader. Whatever, you know? Let's just go to the next one. So, Warrior Ash. Number 12. So, one of the worst characters once again. Warrior Ash. Didn't really. Barely made the top 10, I guess. As a warrior, Ash is one of the characters who can best benefit from having Pablo around. In fact, without his mustachioed body, Ash needs a bit of luck to maximize his powers. So yeah, guys. So warrior Ash without Pablo kind of sucks. He needs Pablo to be around, otherwise he's not that great, okay? Just make sure that if you're in the lobby, ask randoms to pick Pablo, and I'm sure they will understand and pick Pablo immediately, yeah? If you give them this reason here that it's because you're playing Warrior Ash. Yeah? So Ash wants to have lots of shields, so getting him amulets is important to the point where he might be taking resources from other players. That sounds so bad. To the point where he might be taking resources from other players. I mean, yeah, always steal amulets from the Pablo, right? Like, what can I say there? I mean, there is some truth in it, but Ash wants to have lots of shields. He kind of gets shields by doing finishers, so I'm not sure why they come up with that. And his ability that damage the deadites around him when he gets damage and there's an explosion from his shield. It kind of sucks and the damage is very low, but yeah. I think this dude he actually read the description this time of the character, but he just didn't play. Ash status as a one-man army is solidified when he uses his action ability, drinking a wise man potion, fear, we all know that. If he were more of a team player, Army of Darkness Ash would rank higher on this list. There is some truth in that, even though, you know, having a character who deals really good damage and, you know, doesn't need as much health is useful for the team in an indirect way that is not necessarily obvious at first. Ed Gentley, number 9. Nice picture on the right, looking good. Yeah, okay. Freaking haircut. Ed can be pretty useful to have on the team, but it's not because of his combat capabilities. I would disagree. I mean, the crossbow is so overrated, like underrated, my bad, underrated. It's actually amazing. he not only excels at finding items, eventually gaining the ability to increase drop rates, but also is the only survivor who can detect traps. So guys, if you don't okay, so that's not really true because you can see traps face some kind of I don't know how to call that, but if there is a trap in front of you, you will actually see it. It makes some it's basically visible to you, so you can detect traps. But maybe this guy, he wasn't really paying attention while playing, or maybe just, you know, I don't know, yeah, whatever. He can even temporarily disarm any traps he discovers, potentially robbing the demon. Yeah, okay. Wait, that's all he has to say? So, okay, well, I guess it's a good resume. Mia Allen Warrior. Yeah, looking great. Number 8, okay? So, yeah, middle of the list. She made the middle of the list. It's pretty decent. Mia offers a unique style of gameplay that makes her a great choice for experienced players. She deals more melee damage the more her fear rises, which disincentivizes the demon from targeting her. In big fights where her fear is sure to increase, she only gets stronger as the battle wears on. Mia's active ability lets her mitigate the risk of high fear by protecting her from possession. Her fear rises naturally, while the ability is in play returning to zero afterward, provided she gets enough kills. While if you play Mia enough, you will know that it basically goes back around the middle mark. It's difficult to get it lower because you will kind of have to go after the possession. Unless obviously, maybe the demon is actually reading this tier list and knows that the way to play demon is to not possess very important demons. So, yeah. So, yeah, I guess, they have some good points here, so I guess she could be number 8. Even though the fear is kind of a reason why demons do target her very much, particularly Ball, but yeah, Henry. Henry, top 7. Top 7. Yeah, number 7 in the list, so way better than Hunter Ash, way better than any other warrior, okay? That's Henry's best warrior in the game. Okay. This medieval time traveler is the game's most reliable and straightforward warrior, dealing heavy damage while taking hits like a champ. I am not sure where the heavy damage here comes from, because Ash has more, Scotty has more. Well, basically, if you, yeah, yeah, okay, I get it. So you have to take hits, okay? So yeah, that's what they say here. He's very good at taking hits. That's why he's number 7, yeah, he's the best at taking hits. So if you suck, guys, you're good. You're good, Henry. Shit, what did I do? My bad. So yeah, if you suck at the game, guys, and take a lot of hits, you are good. You are using Henry well. So he's the hardest survivor to kill, thanks in no small part to his action ability. Yeah, it's true. That's a very good ability. I have to agree with that. If Henry is in your team, load him up with amulets and the best melee weapon you can find. I would suggest to give it to any other warrior, but whatever, right? Okay, well, that was Henry. Okay, number 6, Annie Nobai. Hey, at least she wasn't, top 15 or something. So Annie Nobai, leader. Annie is a great addition to any team, but she really shines when surrounded by triggy happy hunters with an S, so not just one. She grants nearby survivors a damage boost to their ranged attacks, making characters like Amanda exceptionally dangerous to the forces of evil. Yeah, Amanda is the hunter who deals the most damage out of all of the hunters. I do agree on this one. So that makes sense. A good point, very good point. After she's leveled up a bit, Annie also improves her team's ability to knock enemies off balance. What? Setting them up for finishers. So basically Annie is good because the IA will get knocked out more easily and you can do more finishers. Oh, I thought it was because the possession balance bar will go down way quicker thanks to her, but it's that's their that's their tier list, right? So yeah, whatever. Um, at that point, she can form the centerpiece to just about any party build. That's true. Ash Williams, heavy dead support. Number 5, top 5. The original Ash is only just beginning to realize his potential and as an inflappable slayer of demons, and he is a much better contributor to the team than his persona from the later movies. Ash can reduce the fear of all survivors nearby, robbing the demon of possession targets and keeping the group safe. I think this guy actually played this. He actually played the game, and I think he played Ash, this character for sure. I have a feeling. As he levels up, Ash becomes an efficient combat machine, healing himself and granting buffs just by fighting. He also heals others, but if you're a support Ashman, consider playing with a microphone. Damn, so you can get shots to your teammates. Hey, the microphone here, guys. Big tip. That's actually a good one, by the way. You should use a microphone with any survivor, by the way. Sometimes, just to give some useful calls. A deadite hit by a headshot from a high level Ash takes more damage from the next range attack. Yeah, true. Yeah, okay, so yeah, good. Yeah, that actually was a good one. Cherry Williams support. Always protect the hero. Hey, good one right there. In the case of Evil Dead the game, Ash, unassuming sister, is a party cleric. She can create a brief regeneration field, and as she levels up, she confers heals and buff on nearby allies whenever she drinks a champ's quotas. Not the grit of a combatant, but her ability to keep her teammates alive is second to none. Keep her safe, and she will keep the team running at peak power. Yeah, it's all true, so nothing really to disagree with on this one. Iviska definitely played the support class and she really as well. You can tell. Yeah. Amanda Fisher Hunter. Number 3, guys. Number 3. This no-nonsense state trooper is hands down the best character for range combat. I mean, she's basically 10 places ahead of the other hunters, so apparently she's so way better than Hunter, way better than Katie and Ed. Right from the get-go, she starts every match with a pistol. Big, guys, big. While pistols aren't especially powerful, in Amanda's hands they can be deadly. Okay. Alternatively, she can swap it out for something with more punch if the opportunity presents itself. Okay? If you decide to drop the pistol, try to pick a weapon with a fast rate of fire, leaving the shotguns for other characters. Oh my god. So basically we are telling you, don't choose a boomstick, don't choose a double barrel, like whatever, boomstick quiver is so amazing, but they know better, yeah? They know better. But yeah. Amanda's action ability lets her shoot without consuming ammo. Yeah. If you pick up a weapon that sucks and you have a higher rate of fire with it, it's still going to suck to some extent. But her shot, her shots deal more damage with each consecutive hit. True, yeah, good point. Yeah, that's what makes Amanda so great. Okay, number 2, Ash Williams, leader. I wonder which one is the number 1. Ash's latest iteration, a veteran monster killer. His mere presence reduces the overall fear suffered by other survivors and also boosts the damage they deal to the forces of evil. Better yet, once Ash has a few skill points spent, he will start every match with his signature chainsaw, obviating the need to find him a different melee weapon. Yeah, it's a chainsaw that he has, even though it's not a mastery goes, he just can carry it. It's the best weapon in the game. The chainsaw is strong enough that it can last him the whole match. Also, some weapons can break them, I guess. I don't know. Unless, of course, you're lucky enough to find an even better chance. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Chainsaw best weapon in the game without the mastery, okay? They did not mention this for Warrior Arch. Warrior Arch, they did not even mention the chainsaw. But for Leader Arch, it's, yeah, gold level. Okay, now the number one. Who is the best survivors, guys? Who do you think? Who do you think is the best survivor on this list? As expected, as everyone believes. Oh my god. Lord Arthur, leader. You can see a nice picture on the right. Clearly showing his. Okay, I can't. I mean, I do agree. Actor is a good character, and I would honestly maybe put him in the top 5 possibly, but number one. I mean, yeah, the whole committee would agree with this 100% for sure. Lord Arthur simply does not mess around. He grants enormous melee damage. Well, this is actually true. Enormous melee damage both to himself and any survivors near him. With at least one warrior at his side, he is more than a match for all but the strongest Kandarian demons. A high level Arthur is truly a sight to behold, this is true. He combos incredibly well with Annie. It is true, yeah, for sure. Wait, his final passive lets him grant the effect of the Lord Wrath without triggering the ability every time he pulls off a finisher. Oh, if you want somebody to lead the stand against the darkness, well, basically this dude probably plays Lord Arthur. I think he played him one match, and he probably played him against Warlord or something. A Warlord who was not possessing any units, okay? And because of that, best survival ever. Lord Arthur, yeah? Right, guys? This, yeah, I mean, that's legit. So, yeah, well, that explains a lot about solo queue, if people see that first, but yeah, okay, so what do you think? Is this a good tier list? Do you think this really should be the first thing a new player sees on Google if he tries to know which character he should play? Yeah. Give me a thought, guys. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, put a like, whatever is other stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I enjoyed myself really honestly just watching this, but hope you did as well. See you next time.